We messed this up last time? We? All of us collectively? I would never. Anyways, we are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi guys! Welcome back to Call of Kismet here at Ghost Table Guild, where we are putting on a show for you where the audience gets to interact with the show in real time. What does that mean? It means that you guys at home can donate in real time to different tiers ranging from $1 all the way up to $1,000, and it will affect the game in real time. So if you are able to, we are so appreciative. Donations go directly to Children's Miracle Network. It is an amazing charity program where children get to worry about getting better versus getting, their parents having to worry about bills and stuff. And it is something that's very near and dear to my heart, as someone very close to me was saved because of this program. So if you are able to donate, whether it is $1 tonight, that would be just awesome. I really appreciate it. We all really appreciate it. And more than importantly, those kids and those parents and those families appreciate your donation. So, all that being said, and in the meantime, Katie, can you take it away with our Season 2, Episode 2 recap, or Episode 1 recap for Season 2, Episode 2?
I sure can, Kat. First, we caught up with the gang. Sorry. We caught up with the gang and what they had all been to in the 5 years that had passed since the last episode of season 1 and the first episode of season 2. To sum that up briefly, things had been going well, but also not. Neve had been having repetitive dreams about looking for something that she couldn't identify. Amon had killed his brother's murderer, but didn't find the closure that he anticipated. Valerian also had a repetitive dream, actually, as well as traveling around. Das was traveling and gaining fame, but then hit a spree of bad luck and crappy gigs. And Erevan was actually probably doing the best of anybody, making a lot of progress uh, on Peace with the Dragonites in their new role, or well, not Peace with the Dragonites, Peace between the Dragonites and the Wildlings, in their new, basically, promotion. Um, so after catching up with the gang, they all convened at the Foxglove Grove Tavern in Calderon after receiving messages from a figure named Sunny, who reached out to them on behalf of Lorelei. Lorelei, it turns out, has been missing for 2 weeks, deep in the forest, looking for the Tree of Life. Dun, 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 and had hired Sunny to help her with this and told him that in the event of anything going wrong, he should reach out to the party. Sunny is either a sexy cowboy or a cowboy with the mustache of Hulk Hogan and the body and wardrobe of Larry the Cable Guy. It all depends on personal interpretation. Um, there was some leftover tension between the party from the way that they had parted. There were questions about Sunny and his relationship with Lorelei, but they went back to Sunny's house to gather more information about this mystery, why she had essentially wandered off in the night. In doing this, they narrowed down some locations where they think Lorelei went missing. Amon activated skullduggery in a truly alarming series of dice rolls, and was warned that the past was coming back to haunt him. And we ended with Erevan receiving a message from Kovir saying that he thinks he knows where Lorelei is. That ended with the revelation that Kovir is currently at Amon's parents' house, and it always gets awkward with the in-laws. So now the party is on their way to Talim, Erevan's parents' house. Yeah, the in-laws.
Get them on.
Right.
That's why.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
oh, I did. Well, I'm on. Sometimes you got to put them into other stories to
You
spruce them up.
rang.
Um, so
Oh, that'll be fun.
it doesn't need to be a wife.
Yeah, it does. Tell them a
Trixie's
love
parents?
story.
What?
I'll did Trixie.
I
I'll did.
forgot it's
She got
July now.
we killed the old man. Well, I don't know.
Anyway, so now we're headed to Talim to go to Erevon's parents' house. It's not going to be awkward. And that's it on Katie's Corner. Now we go to Ryan's Rapid Recap.
And now, thank you so much, Katie, for that update. And now over to our very awesome and very friendly Ryan for his Ryan's recap. And for those of you just joining us for Ryan's recap, which is obviously a very well time and tested tradition here at Call of Kismet show, obviously. If you just now hearing about it, you're not a real fan. But this is the part where Ryan gives a very special recap of the recap in 30 seconds. Are you ready, Ryan? Too late, you're going. Go.
Yeah, you're making it like there's something special.
Go, it is.
I was going to say that you did a bang up job, Katie, and I was thinking to myself, there's a game I want to play. Well, I'm actually about to play it. Sounds really exciting. I forgot all about last week. Yeah, we're going to a house to see some parents, and we're all a bit of a shitstorm. Welcome. That's the end of Ryan's recap. Thanks.
Oh, with 8
Wow,
seconds
only
left
20
to spare.
seconds.
Yeah.
What I do. That's what I do. I give time for it to sink in.
Ryan's
That's what I do with my
Rapid
audience.
Recap.
Rapider recap. Yep, it's the TLDL or TLDR version of things.
Ryan's Roadrunner Rapid Recap.
Oh no, oh guys, come on, hold on. Ryan's Roadrunner Rapid Recap. I gotta write that down. Katie, send that to me.
It's gone on for too long.
I'm writing it.
Let's just
No,
go.
the longer the
see if I
better.
can
Do you
add
not
a
remember that
word on it.
trend? Do you remember that trend in music in like the mid 2000s where it's like, let's give it the longest name possible? Maybe it was just Fall Out Boy. Anyways, yes. So, back to what we were doing. You guys are headed over to Erevon's. Oh, wait, you guys said in-laws? Anyways.
It's been 5 years. I assume there's been some progress, right, Erevon?
Did you guys really expect anything else? Everyone's taking a sip! Hate it here. So anyways, we find ourselves you guys are already teleported, or are you getting ready to teleport over there?
Getting ready. I was going to go to or is that my parents' house in Talim, the one in Cauldron, or
The one in Cauldron. Your mother has been staying in Talim. Your father has been maintaining.
There are multiple.
Yeah.
All right.
So, we start. You guys are headed over to Erevon's home, well, parents' home in Talim. This is an area inside of town, and you guys have been basically, for recap, for those of you not familiar with the city of Talim, it is a desert city on the very edge of Cauldron, an area that has been long somewhat forgotten about the rest of the world and the rest of the Dragon Sovereign. However, due to recent events in the last 5 years, Captain, or at this point, Commander, excuse me, Commander Blackshire has been running the Talim outpost over there and has been in control of the area for the last 5 years.
Yep.
Did you hear that?
Kind of dipped a bit, huh? Oh, I mean here or something else.
Sounds insensitive, but they shot him dead and there's nothing I can do, or they're not screaming yet, so if you guys hear screaming, let me know. Those of you at home with fireworks still from the 4th of July, just remember, veterans live everywhere and anywhere, okay? All right? We don't want to hear that unexpectedly. We really don't. We really don't. One of these days, someone's going to do it, and I'm going to come outside and punch the nearest baby. That being said,
blocks to find the nearest baby if she has to.
I will. I'll kick down doors. I don't give a shit. I'm a veteran. I can do that. Fix our healthcare. Anyways, the city of Talim, the outskirts of it is very much like a Jesus Christ, a tent town. What were they called?
City.
Tent City. Yeah.
Hooverville? Oh.
Yes, like a hoop. Thank you, Katie. That's exactly the word I was looking for. It's very reminiscent of a Hooverville. There's tents and some scraps and things that are very held together by hopes and dreams and faith. There's a lot of dust. There are no paved roads here. People are sickly. They're thin. Initially, when this place was the last time we had met it. In the time since then, the outsides and the outskirts have rejuvenated a bit. There's more places that have actual structures and solid roofing. There is more vegetation-ish for the desert. And there's more access to water with wells and such. So there are improvements in this area in the last 5 years. And a lot of it has been due to the partnership with Dario and the Knight Sovereign. The area, the closer you get towards this very large wall that surrounds the inner city, it gets a little bit better. And as you approach this high security area, there is a large dome. It's something that you can't really necessarily see with the eye, but is something that protects them inside, controls the climate. And as soon as you go through these giant gates, you are met with something that is a whole nother world. Something modern, sleek, well-designed off of the old structures that were there once before. Because of the weather being a little bit more fair here, there's definitely more vegetation and trees and controlled areas. And you guys are walking through this area. There's paved streets, cobblestone even, where you can definitely see the road and a sidewalk, magical lighting, lampposts and whatnot all across, and everything seems very cookie cutter, but a lot of it has to do with the building structure in itself and the location of the area. So there aren't many standing alone homes, but the ones that are standing alone are clearly like villas and stuff like that, where they clearly own this chunk of land while these guys are like in an apartment somewhat. And then they'll have like this area gated off. And so as you guys are following Erevan, that's where you guys end up going to, a private, secured, gated home. As you guys are pulling up, it is massive in comparison to the other homes, but modest to what you guys would assume would be like, a mansion. But for this area, this would be a mansion, essentially. There's vegetation. It's very well groomed. However, all of this vegetation is local, native, rather. Except for one tree in the front that is a weeping willow. Hold on, sorry. I lost my place. It is like a weeping willow, only the leaves are like a very, very, very see-through. That's not the word. Translucent.
Translucent.
Thank you. They're very translucent. So they're very. It almost looks like a crystal or like a glass tree, and it is small. It's maybe about 4 or 5 feet high, so it's very young. Well, not very young. I don't know. I guess a good comparison to trees. No, stay on task. And gargoyles stand in front of the double doors. Dragon gargoyles stand in front of the double doors.
I'll make my way inside, talk to whatever guards I need to and such.
Do you walk in or do you knock?
I knock.
You guys watch Erebon go up to the doors and to the big knocker thingy mabobber. It's a very specific knock. And within a few moments, the little slat opens. You see a pair of brown eyes look up and down, look up and wince a bit, nod, shut it, and the door opens very slowly. You guys are
I'll motion for
greeted.
everyone else to go inside.
You are greeted inside with gorgeous, gorgeous glass, decorative everywhere. Anything and anything could potentially be glass here, like blown glass. It's very delicate.
Right, likely then. Huh?
It is very luxurious for the area, but it is not lavish and over the top. There, like I said, this glass, blown glass, the style and the coloring and the intricacy of it, it is expensive because of the intricacy of it. Plenty of people can get glass things here, but it is not to this level. Where are you going first, Erebon?
Is the house you could...
Sorry.
I'm to the library because I'm assuming if he's going through scrolls and stuff like that, that's probably where he's at.
Okay. Go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was just going to ask Arabon, is it the house you grew up in?
Oh, no.
No?
No, I grew up in Cauldron.
Has this always been here, or is this because we didn't see this last time we were here? You've done a good job of cleaning up the city.
It's been here.
We've done our best. The house has been here for a while.
So when did they move? When did you move into this? Like, when did your folks come? How long have you been here?
My folks started spending more time here probably about 5 years ago.
Did you say you have a library?
Yes.
Can I check it out? So when I check it out?
Of course.
Yeah, cool. Thank you for your hospitality.
So, you guys...
you want...
Good.
You want to go check out the library first?
Yeah.
In this house, that's the first place you want to go.
Just the first place I want to go.
I am surprised.
Who knows? Like, maybe I'll keep surprising you.
Maybe they have a great Calvin and Hobbes collection.
I'm not familiar. I don't think that was ever translated into Elvish.
It was, taken off of Calvin and Hobbit,
Oh, I do remember reading a halfling book that I think went by that name. It was very sad, but profound.
So, a nice study into schizophrenia, but
Well, and an important discussion to have.
of course.
That's what happens when you have a brick house in your soul.
So are we all going to the library, or would you prefer to speak in private?
Oh no, it's fine. Everyone
first?
can come. I'm assuming Kovir is there. If not, there's a few other places I can find him.
Does he come to visit you often in Tulane?
No.
Okay.
Okay, for everyone at home, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there is fireworks apparently going off in the background.
Can't hear it.
Alright. So, if you see me jump occasionally, that's why. Yeah, you guys make it over to the library. It's very quick. It's not a ginormous home. You guys make your way up the staircase into a study-like area across all four walls, and this is a very tall ceiling, about maybe another floor. So you have four rows of books that are going from the floor to the ceiling all the way up. You guys see occasionally these books kind of floating around and seems to be putting themselves away from this little tiny cart area. Inside the study, you guys see a familiar man, I don't even know what to call him, Mutt. As he's kind of sitting there, he's sitting behind a very lavish desk. He looks a bit out of place, like he haphazardly tried to like get himself cleaned up and presentable. But, you know, like little kids, when you send them to school looking really nice, and then when you get them home by the end of the day, you're like, what the fuck happened to you? That's what he looks like right now. And he is sitting in front of a really long scroll that is rolled off the table, essentially, and is rolled off on the other end. It seems to be like he might be in like the middle, or like beginning middle of this really long fucking scroll. And he's got a I did not spell that right at all. Magnifying. What the fuck did I spell? He's got a magnifying glass in his hand, looking over it.
Smoking that magnifying glass.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, he does not even seem to notice. He looks to be really well focused into this, and he seems to be cross-referencing in his hand a book in the notes.
Can we tell just walking up what book he's using to cross-reference?
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, Erevan, roll me a history with advantage.
$24.
Yeah, you are very familiar with that book. That book is your family lineage.
Okay.
There's extensive detail in that book specifically, kind of each person in your family, who is married, who was born into that kind of stuff, their looks, their appearance at birth, their appearance in childhood, their appearance in adolescent, and then into adulthood, and then into old age. And anything significant in between then, whether it's like, oh, they developed magical powers at age 4, and then at age 10 they went to wizarding school, that kind of crap. So it's a very it's a very short synopsis of each person's life.
Well, it looks like Mother is teaching you the importance of family lineage here.
He immediately closes that up and looks like he got caught doing something he wasn't supposed to.
Or not.
Oh, hey, everybody's here. Hey. That was fast.
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah, I have my ways.
You do. And all your friends are here. Hi, everybody. Hi.
You
What
all
are you
remember
all
Kovir, right?
doing?
I do.
Good.
Still fighting?
Starts rolling, like just slowly.
Walks back. All right, thank you.
Cass, can I ask a question quickly? You know when we fought Trixie in season 1, what was the kind of magical weaponry she was making? What was she using? Like you said, it was almost like old, like
Oh,
it was
okay.
almost like potions mixed in with, like, you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
I can't remember the word. Like you said something.
You have been studying, kind of trying to figuring out what this is over the time. You've discovered what she's been doing is artificy, specifically.
Oh, that's what it was. I couldn't. Yeah, I would never remember it. Any books on that? Arvo?
Yeah, it should be fairly close to the spell books, unless Mother's moved them again.
Oh, thanks. I'll head over that way.
I don't even think I can spell that.
Yeah, I know. I had to spell it phonetically, put lines through it. Artificy. So I'd remember it, let them say it.
I believe it's artificery, actually. Neve calls from a bookshelf.
Is that Katie then, or was that Neve?
Yes. What are you looking for, Katie, again? Spells?
Yeah, just spells, but also just anything interesting. It's a giant library. This is where Neve feels at home.
Roger. What are the rest of you two doing?
I probably don't want to stand awkwardly around too close to like Kovir and Erevan, so I'll probably like go a polite distance and peruse the shelves.
And also, if I'm allowed, I also want to search the library for any mentions about the group of druids in Eden and how you would get like an invitation there.
Okay.
I don't know if that'd be here.
Give me a standby. Someone's camera went out and just moved everybody. So give me 1 second as I. Screaming on the inside. It's fine. Hashtag pro streamer! Yay! Put you over here. Valerian over here. Come on, put you back in your place.
I couldn't have spelled artificer if I tried.
You know what? You teach college. You can. You are right. No matter what spelling you decide, you were correct, sir.
It's
ARTUHFURH.
Double A?
Double A.
Art, like the Savannah College of Art and Design.
I was thinking
Like
Asimov.
And then-
Oh, I'm doing it phonetically. How you would say it.
Oh.
Artifice. Yeah, the way they would say it phonetically.
It looks.
What a nightmare.
You can sound it out pretty easily. So it's art, and then if, and then ice, but just is, like artifice, like the edifice of a building.
I got
And
it.
then
I got it.
That's how my weird brain.
I guess
sounds things out,
they don't use
but-
the Dewey Decimal System.
It's the mommy decimal
If
system.
only.
The dot B decimal.
Alright. You guys are ridiculous about. Alright, So, you guys have made it in. You guys do that. Go ahead and give me an investigation roll, Katie and Ryan.
Oh God.
Valerian, what are you up to?
Oh.
I wanted to give Aravan and Kovir some privacy, so I'm not like awkwardly standing there. So I'm just kind of perusing the shelves for anything of interest.
Here, give me a perception check. And what about you, Das?
Perception.
I would like to think that I am tuning one of my instruments so that I can play some excellent background noise that you might hear at a library.
Okay.
Libraries are known for their background noise.
Obviously. Have you been to a
It's
public
just somebody
library?
constantly going,
Mm-hmm. It's just the
If he's got like a rain stick, like shh.
it's just like the woman from Ghostbusters, just walking around, and I do a little slide, and it's shh, shh.
I'm here for it. I'm here for every part of it.
At cat, I rolled a 1. I found fuck all.
Okay, yeah. You are getting very distracted by your by Precious, essentially. And it's just looking for a snack. You've already fed them. They've already eaten. They just want more. They know you have it, and they are going around in your pockets looking for it.
In fact, I'm going to say, Aravan, do you have a kitchen somewhere? I can get some food.
yes, and I'll give him directions to the kitchen.
I head to the kitchen. I got to feed this thing.
Excellent.
I took the book with me. Thanks.
Alright, so you're heading off to the library. You're tuning up for some music, some chill lo-fi for the library. Live by y'all. I'm trying. Jerry, what did you roll? What'd you roll?
A 9.
9. Okay, yeah. You are like, wow, reading every book, like spine down to like the title, the volume, the fucking the author. You're like pulling some of them out and looking at the cover and like maybe like looking through the first page or so. Like you are, nothing is very interesting. You're just being polite, and all of everybody thanks you for this. Katie, what'd you get?
13.
13. And what were you looking for? Oh, spells. Spells and
Spell
magic.
books or books that would mention the group of druids in Eden.
Right. Okay. You pull out a book on ancient. I was gonna say old ancient. On ancient elf lore, and begin to skim through that. So go ahead and give me an investigation again. And because it is a very thick volume. This is like encyclopedia, where it's kind of like in theory, if you're like, oh, I'm familiar with the Bible, and I know that if I wanted to know about the 10 Commandments, I would have to look in the Bible, but like I don't know where in the Bible to look. I just know it's in there somewhere. This is what you're doing essentially.
I looked for the 10 Commandments in the New Testament.
Mm-hmm.
Whoopsies.
I rolled a 2 for a total of 7.
You were really hoping John was going to tell you. Maybe Paul. Paul seems like the guy, you know. Oh, no, it's Peter. Peter's going to tell you the 10 Commandments. Peter's going to be the guy who tells you that, you know what, fuck turning the other cheek, because when they hit you for the second time, you punch them in the fucking face and take their ear. Anyways, sorry.
I went to Peter, Paul, and then I went to Mary, and then I realized I was actually in a folk song book.
And then for sunrise, you went to Moses' younger brother, Larry.
So yeah, this die rolled 2 20s in a row right before the game, and that used it up apparently.
Don't do that.
Now it's done.
Mm-hmm.
So
don't do that. All right. Yeah. So Kovir's pretty much rolled up that thing and stuck it over or under his shoulder essentially. And he walks in front of the desk. awkwardly and leans against it.
So you said you had some information on Lorelai?
Oh, yes, I do. I have that. I do. I did have it. You're not gonna believe this, but it caught on fire in my pants. He switches to Elvish and starts speaking very quietly. It caught on fire in my pants while I was riding over here. Your mother was very upset. Your dad's also here, by the way.
Wonderful. So it caught on fire in your pants spontaneously.
When you say it like that, it sounds bad. It was fine in my hands. It was fine, and then I was getting closer. I was over here. It was in my pocket because, of course, it's going to be in my pocket. It is a safe place to put these things. And then it was on fire.
Were you able to see it before it caught on fire?
Yes. Of course.
I pull out a map. I pull out the map with all the markings and stuff like that we've taken from Lorelai's notes. And I set that down. Do you think you could roughly figure out where it is on this map?
How detailed is this map? Is this a military map? Is this like...
Yeah.
He is trying. He's looking over that map. Everybody, by everybody, I guess it's really just Erevan and Das. Give me an insight check.
Was he speaking quietly enough that
19.
with my passive, I would not have heard him?
Oops. Yes, you would not have heard him. What'd you get, Das?
19.
What'd you get, James?
15.
Whew. Yeah, he is trying hard to make it seem like he's like trying to recall this memory. He even like shifts the map slightly and like squints at it and nods and kind of starts to measure this a bit. Erevan, yeah, you wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, but there's just this look in his face that definitely tells.
He doesn't know.
So that's how the map got on fire, because you are a liar, pencil.
You get a fucking D8 inspiration. That is exactly.
Was that not intended?
No, not at all.
Oh, that was my immediate assumption. Dang.
Well,
PB's Playhouse.
I thought you had a burning sensation when you peed. That's what I thought.
I mean, who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
I lost control. Anyways, so yeah, you guys, yeah, the two of you can tell he's kind of, he's looking around and he does point to a specific spot. Sorry, James, what'd you get again?
A 15.
Yeah. You both kind of, where he points in the middle of it, he kind of does like a point to Kansas in the United States. And you're like, somewhere around here, vaguely.
We are going to have to travel to this location, so if you don't recall, it's okay. You can just say you don't recall.
It's different. I had seen. I seen it. I saw it. I saw it in my head.
I'm guessing whatever it was enchanted in some form or another, being that it spontaneously caught on fire in your pants. So it's possibly it was enchanted that you couldn't remember it. If he incites me, let me know. Because I just made up that last part.
Yeah, no, he's yeah, no, this makes the sense.
Where did you get this information?
Do not get mad. And do not be suspicion. Do not be suspicious. But it had flown in. It has flown in from a bird. But not any normal bird. Not like the big birds of death. Not those. It is like it is like a rainbow bird.
Rainbow bird. Have you seen a bird like this before?
I have never seen a bird like this before. I did not know what it was. But it was a rainbow bird.
Just a moment. I'm going to go to the aviary section and see if we have any picture books from the Audubon Society of Cauldron or anything like that. Essentially. To see if we have any books that has like any kind of bird identification books or anything like that.
All right, give me an investigation with advantage.
All right. No, that's a natural 20, so.
Need to see it.
Guys are sustaining members of the Audubon Society of Cauldron.
So that's 22.
Minus 10 to Gryffindor! Oh, that hurts. Oh, fuck. It came out my nose. No, soda came out my nose.
Oh.
Spicy nose.
That's not how you do push-ups.
Ah! Timothy Ann!
Okay.
I don't like it. Okay.
Mr. Pibbs, you did me dirty.
What happened, Kat?
I'm not okay.
Mr. Pibb entered her sinuses.
I was in the middle of, and then it came out my nose.
That's what happens when you go with a mister, not a...
Oh no! Don't tell Dr. Pepper we're cheating on him. Shh. We're just, what are we doing, James? You're the one who got it.
I was looking for a picture book on birds.
Okay. Smooth. Yeah, and you got a 1 and nothing was found.
No.
Okay.
It's kind of the opposite of that.
I'm trying. But yeah, no, you found a nat 20. You walk up and you know exactly which book you're looking for. You know exactly.
Was Erevan a bird kid?
You go up and you notice, you go right up to the Trichola book. You pull that right out, Birds of Choa. You go through, and there are specifically 3 different kinds of birds that you see. One that is like essentially a parrot. The other 2 are magical creatures.
Okay.
One that is native to the plane, and the other one that kind of crossed over from the Feywild.
Okay. I'm going to show these pictures to Kovir. Did it look like any of these birds right here?
He immediately points to the first one.
Okay. I'm going to see if there's any information on, like, where these birds come from. Yeah.
You are able to discern very quickly these birds are native to Chichoa specifically, that they are pretty good at mimicry and whatnot, different sounds, and just basically essentially normal parrot qualities. But that these parrots that are very similar to like a macaw, these are known to be a companion. These are known to be companions of druids.
Okay. Well, that's something we can work with. And I'll just look back onto the map for a moment and just kind of... So it looks like we're going to have to find these druids.
Druids?
Yes.
We are looking for druids. I knew that.
Yes. Lorelei was looking for the tree. And if someone delivered it to you, it might possibly have been a familiar of a druid. Do you happen to know of any druids in the wildlands? Groups of druids?
Yes, and a little bit of no.
Did you add some sentences to the explanation?
Oh, yeah, yes. I was saying and paused for the dramatic of effects. Tips his hat over. He does not have a hat, by the way. He tips his hat. He still has
Cost presents a golf clap.
Yeah. He still has his bandana over his ears and stuff. He just kind of tips his fake hat over to Valerian. Because I am sophisticated now, and I have sophisticated manners. Looks over to Erebon. Yes. And also the no, because the druids, as you would call them, are not the good guys. They're not bad guys either. They do not wish to join the tribe.
Understandable. And you know where I can find these druids?
Yes. No.
Okay.
On the map, it is in this area. But if I see it, I know it. I see it in here, but I don't understand because it is not in there because it is empty, and this is very.
Are you asking to go with us, Kovir?
No. Yes. Honestly, yes, your father is terrifying.
That he is.
Do not tell him I said these things. He would make his head be big.
I don't think you have to tell him.
Your mother is also terrifying, but it is different. I must be honest again. I cannot go.
Mother has you working.
No. Yes, she has me doing history of your family here. As he just kind of awkwardly pulls out the book and the scroll, puts it behind him on the desk, starts fiddling with his bracelets.
And your research is going well. She is going to quiz you on it.
You have many relatives that are decorating. Decorating. There are many awards for them.
So, yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Did you also have to remember these things?
Yes.
How do you differ and H on these things? This one has
Practice.
the ribbon of flight, and this one has the flight of ribbons. How is there is a difference between these two things? I do not even know what the difference of them are, and how am I supposed to know them? Because there is no book in here, because your mother said that they are all at your family home, and that I am not welcome there, and that I have to know these things before I'm even welcome there, but I am not welcome there, where the material, the mother of the sources is. He has his hands on his hips and he's just dead staring into the marble flooring.
It's a lot of work, I understand it. But you're doing well, and stick with it. If you have questions, ask my mother. She will be more than happy to answer them. Even though her face is going to say something completely different.
You use your words like tossed marbles. Easy to throw, but very hard to catch. You should probably head on to your. Why are you here? Oh, right, to your Lorelei friend, obviously, that I know. I remember.
Yes. You met her before. The Drakes, remember?
Yes. And he takes a couple of steps, and he closes that gap between the two of you, and just ear to ear kind of thing, and just whispers into your helmet's ear. I think your father is going to kill me.
He allowed you into the house. He's not going to kill you.
He did not allow me into the house. He summoned me here. He had two dragon knights come to my location. I thought it was you, and when they approached, I realized it was not you, and they delivered a decree from your father. I have no idea why I'm here, but he suspects I am, as they say, up in something.
My father summoned you to one of his homes, he's not going to harm you.
Your father doesn't come here.
I'm going to repeat myself. If he summoned you to one of his homes, he's not going to hurt you. I understand our families have a lot of bad blood between them. But my father wouldn't do something as crass as bring you into his home to execute you. I promise you.
Perhaps he is going to publicly execute me.
He's not going to publicly execute you.
I do not want to be on fire.
You are being dramatic.
I want to be on fire after I am dead.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
These things
you're
are
in
important.
No danger here.
You should tell your father.
You're in no danger here.
It would mean very much to me if you told your father. I would not like to be burning alive, and much rather be burning in death when I am no longer in there, and cannot rise again to torment the family. Not that I would, but I do not know. I might actually be a little bit upset and maybe vexed, perhaps maybe a little bit angry, but it is not me. I am just an echo of myself.
Kovir, you need to calm down and take a breath. You are here as a guest, not as a prisoner.
Your dad bust in through the fucking door, like... The thing is, he doesn't touch them. He just... This is typical dad behavior when little girl's home. Ari! There you are. Let me see you.
I'll walk over to him.
And he just like the gap that was between you guys, because as soon as the door bursts open, he jolts, takes like a step back, and your father comes in and just basically shoulders him out of the fucking way. Like, he can't even be by the desk. Like, he has to move away from the desk as he kind of goes over your uniform, making sure everything is exactly perfect. Even like starts like, yep, that's all lined up. He has to find something to fix, kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Excellent.
What brings you to Talim, Father?
Well, rumors. Not you. Never mind them. Kovir's looking. He looks over towards Kovir. Kovir looks away and starts walking towards Neve.
Okay. Rumors, anything I should be abreast of?
Of course not. You would know if you needed to know. Tell me, child. What has you here so abruptly?
I'm trying to find a friend of mine.
This druid girl?
Yes.
Lowly?
Lorelei.
You have to forgive my brain. Too many hits in the head. Well then. What is it that you need?
No, I was just trying to get as much information as possible before we head to the, head out looking for her.
Where is it that you're looking for her?
She's gone missing. And that's uncharacteristic, to say the least.
Are you purposely trying to lie to your father? Are you purposely lying? Lorelei is known to just...
I know.
Okay, gotcha. Give me a deception roll. Lights in here flickered.
Yeah, they've been doing that. 18.
Woo! Just one better than your dad. Looks into your eyes as you speak, and then he slowly nods and rubs his chin. I see. Well, then where perhaps should you start?
I'll refer back to the map. Her last known location is, and I'll kind of point out the area where the grove is and such. We've got a few locations to check. I've been checking her notes. And so we're going to retrace her steps to where she was going to go, and then we've got a few other options of places that she was going to go after that.
What was she doing out in there? You might as well be in the Nine Hells.
She's looking for the Tree of Life.
He cocks his eyebrow immediately. Give me a second. Child, you are serious, aren't you?
I am.
Alright, well, the Tree of Life is nowhere near the center of death. He kind of looks over at Kovir, and Kovir is... Katie, like, the way that he's just nodding near you, and like looking over your shoulder, and just like, you know, pretending
Just,
like
like
he's
how
involved
close
in this.
to me is he?
Like
if
over
I'm looking...
your shoulder, like legit, like if you're opened, you have a book opened, and you're just kind of like looking through. You're like, man, there's nothing, not exactly what I'm looking for. I already know these spells. He's just slowly like, if this is you, he's like, oh, nasty business, that one. Yeah. Yep, her father is very terrifying. I'm gonna be over here and not be here. So just pretend I am in shadows and am shadows. I am shadow.
Cannot do that. I cannot do that. If you're going to be over here, can you be over there instead of here?
I will be anywhere you want me to be that is not over there.
Oh, okay. Then why don't you stand over there? Like
he
we're
goes
having
exactly
a conversation.
where you point.
Okay.
And he's looking like if you are here, like if your face is here, right? And the camera is the books. These are very good books. Books are very knowledge, and they have things and lots of words that are very hard. But if I don't know the word, then I have to stop and go look for more words. I do not like looking up the words, so I had to keep the word book next to me all the time. It is not very fun.
I always very much enjoyed that part, actually. I've learned several languages. You should try Sylvan Thesaurus. Let me tell you, those aren't even organized. It's just sort of a free-for-all. But yes.
Give me an insight check really quick.
Okay. Hate everything. 7.
Homeboy is looking at you like a meal ticket almost. You can't really decipher this look. It's either yes, or yes. You're in between there on what that look is.
Oh. I'm in between there, huh?
Yeah, he just grabs your shoulder and pulls, well, not your shoulder, but like the back of your arm and pulls you closer, and he's just like, yes, the Sylvan language is so hard on the tongue. And he starts mispronouncing a bunch of words, and like he in comparison to like there, and there, you know, in the Sylvan language of like that's bullshit or that's spelled like that and it shouldn't be.
Yeah, that one actually has a glottal stop in it. There's not a mark for it. You just have to know that that word has a glottal stop.
Yeah, he's absolutely finally engaged in something else sincerely rather than being awkward, and the tension
All right,
leaves
so
him.
you know what? I'll talk to Kovir about words. We
Right.
can make that happen.
Alright, pause there. Amon, there you are, making your way downtown, walking fast. You make it to the kitchen. Into the kitchen area, and you get into the pantry that is adjacent to it, and it is very large. It'd be more like a, I don't know, like a garage size pantry. It's half of it has all the drives, and you go down the stairs and there's like a cellar that has all the other things like potatoes or other things that can't be in the light, alcohol, such. As soon as you like walk into the kitchen, there is a small old lady that is just completely kind of hunched over like this, like she has no neck, it is into her shoulders. She's at the counter. Thank you. The counter. No, I said it right the first time, right? The counter.
Counter, yeah.
Thank you. Okay. My brain went immediately Spanish. She's at the counter. She's like kneading bread essentially. And then as you walk in, are you just walking in, or are you like quietly walking?
Oh, I'm just
strolling
walking
in. Yeah, as you walk in, she's just and turns her whole body to look at you, and looks you up and down. Stand by.
And I look her up and down. Don't take long, she's small.
You here for something, Sonny?
Huh?
I said, are you here for something, Sonny?
Yes.
Well, what is it?
What is what?
Boy, are you dumb or you deaf?
Huh?
What?
I'm like this tall, she's like this small. She's like this tall. I'm like this tall, she's this small, I'm crouching right down to her.
Dude, like she would be talking, like the way her body is set up, even if she were like she would be at your sternum looking up at best.
I'm only busting your chops, Grandma. Yeah, I'm after some food for me and my pet.
Why didn't you say so?
I did. I just said.
You one of them ones that's fast talking and slick smarting and dressed well.
No. I'm just after some food. What are you making, by the way? What are you cooking up there?
I'm making a home recipe.
Home recipe of what?
Stromboli.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Smells good.
You got working hands, boy?
I do.
Good.
I do.
Good.
You want me to chip in?
Wash them hands. Help yourself to the pantry. Get your pet some grub. Wash your hands Again, we are sanitary in this home. Wash them grubby hands to the elbows. I'll be watching. She like pulls her eye down. And then you'll
I don't
get
mind.
on this bread.
I don't mind chipping in. I'll take my coat off. I'll hang it up on the back of the door, and I just wash my hands and start kneading. And then best, now that's to do. Trade war stories with her.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, not again. 7.
You walk into the pantry and you're like, oh damn, I don't know what I was expecting, but this was not what I was expecting. Like, think of walking into like a master closet situation, like in an apartment, like that. It's big in comparison to the other closets, right? And then there's a door at the other side, and then there's stairs. And as you walk down those stairs, it is clearly a huge, like, garage-like size cellar that has different foods and like a bunch of different things in stock. So it is a lot. You're like, damn, motherfucker, there's so much food in here, and it's so well preserved. And you're just like, what the fuck would you even need so many fucking canned, like, turnips for? Like, that's weird. That kind of shit. But there is, you notice with a natural passive perception that is stupid high, there is a lot of exotic to this area food. There's a lot of hardy, you've been to Dormarsh, so you know there's a lot of Dormarsh foods. It's not unheard of to like have, you know, because Erevan's mother is from the area, they are from the area, that stuff. So there's like a lot of like well-preserved things that are like down here versus the pantry stuff. There's mostly local fresh things in here. As you're just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? That's expensive. That's expensive. Everything in here is ridiculously expensive. Like, you could have Kraft single cheese, or you can have greater value fucking same exact Kraft single cheese. And there's like a third option you didn't even know was that. You're like, what the f is that? And you're like, a bitch is from Europe. Yeah.
Understood. Cool. So then I kind of just waltz in and be a bit like, you know, wow.
Yeah, your pet gets out. Precious goes out during this hesitation and just immediately it's just like, wow! Just finds a fucking thing of cheese and just starts eating.
I'll leave them in there. I'll just leave them in there. Yeah. That's fine.
Give me a dexterity check.
Don't go eating too much. Looks up with me with this crazy eye. What do you want in dexterity? 22.
Yeah, that bread, it's ready to go.
You did.
Sorry. Her name is Agnes.
Agnes.
And she starts showing you how to make basically pretzels. They're like a lot of German-ish like foods and such. And so she's showing you how to make the pretzels, how to do them in a specific way. Like there's like, you can do it the pretzel way, or you can do it the way that she's doing it, which throws it up and does all this crazy shit. So she's trying to show you how to do that. So you've kind of got the technique down. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand now.
What race is she?
She's human.
So 13.
No, she is not. She's like maybe like 75, 80. Just fucking. No, okay, cool. So yeah, you got the shape down, you got the motion down, but you can clearly tell which one is hers and which one is not hers, but it doesn't look bad. It just.
I'm doing good, right? I hold it up. I'm like, I'm doing good, right? This thing is all twisted and shit.
You could just maybe you take a little lump and y'all go over there and you do it again.
Okay, I'll do it again. What was your name? Agnes, was it?
Yeah. What's your pet's
Nice to meet
name?
you, Agnes. Precious. I didn't name it. It came with the pet.
For funsies, give me a deception roll. You fucking liar.
$17.
Well, ain't that something sweet? It must have came from the Lord. And she pulls
Came from
out.
somewhere.
She pulls out a Morning Lord. I was gonna say crescent, but amulet essentially. Like prayer beads for Catholics or whatever. You pull it out and you're like, motherfucker. Give me a history check with advantage. 'Cause you've been too many fucking places.
16. Yep,
that cult is kind of growing for some weird reason. You have no idea. You're like, it's a sun something.
No,
Mate's. Say it again.
The Morning Lord. Oh, who?
Dash. What do you say?
Go.
I was gonna say, hey, Monte Factory has some tasty sandwiches. Gotta leave those cults alone.
Drink the Kool-Aid with the sandwich. That's why the sandwich is so good, because the Kool-Aid is so bad.
Oh, Jim Jones.
So you say, I know, I've been around, I know what it is, but I don't know exactly where it's from or what.
It's with a 13. It is initially surprising to see it here in this area, but you are aware that they're not from here.
So I recognize your amulet, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Where are you from? Are you from?
I don't want you to put a finger on it, boy. I want you to pray.
Oh, I don't pray. I don't do that. You do that. That's on you, but I don't do
that. We all pray. In the end, we all pray.
Some sooner than others.
She kisses the amulet, puts it back inside of her apron.
So what can you tell me about this manor or the people who live here? Can you what's your job role here? What do you do? You been here long? You know the family well?
What are you? She got a high insight. She's more looking of your intentions with it. And with this, you can answer truthfully, friendly, inquisitive, or interrogative.
Oh, it's for me now, right?
Yeah. She's doing an insight check on you.
Oh, what was the 3 options again?
Friendly, inquisitive, or investigative, there's some motive.
Oh, inquisitive. There's no ulterior motive, really.
You looking to marry her?
Marry who?
Well, obviously, the lady of the house.
She's married, right?
The young lady of the house, boy.
We'll be clear. No, I'm not looking to marry the lady of the house.
She gets all up in your face in all of her mighty, like as much as she can, to look you dead in the eyes.
Like Mama O, like it's like Mama Odie in it from Princess and the Frog. That's why that's the thing. She's like going down the body. No, that marriage in life is not for me. That ship sailed a long, long time ago. There was one, but no, not again.
Sorry,
I got my
this
own
is me,
journey,
not
got my
her.
own path. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she nods. I see. Family's kind. They're good to me. They've always been good to me. I've been here for about 30 years now.
Should be being truthful.
Mm-hmm. Give me an insight check.
12.
Yeah, she's being truthful. She's being vague, but she's being truthful.
So you see much of this this Kovia character coming in and out this house?
As soon as you say Kovir, there's a like a little like a chuckle that she's trying to muffle. Ah, that boy. Oh, we've seen lots of him.
And what do you think of him?
He's pretty to look at. He's hard-headed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've noticed.
Clever.
I've noticed.
He speaks pretty dumb, pretty plainly, if you ask me, but apparently speaks a few languages, so there's that. I only speak one. And he is not put together. That he is not here for high society. That one, absolutely not.
So you don't think he's a good candidate for the lady of the manor?
Give me an insight check. She is being very kind and selective with her words. The lady of the manor has had many suitors over the years. Over the decades, and I heard even over the centuries. If there's anything, she's married to that suit.
Yeah. Okay.
And then she leans in a little bit closer. And again, she like, she has to lean in, like, 'cause she's not this close. She's still a distance away because she has to be able to, like, you know? She just hoarsely whispers really loud. Give me a perception check just for funsies on this.
13.
What is wrong with you today? I'm not. It's fine. It's chill.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're able to hear just fine, though. I'm just... You have a really high passive. I just wanted to see if your fucking thing was stupid or not, and it is. Refresh your whole ass page. Because, like, I can see this.
All right, let's go back to 45 seconds. What was that, perception? Yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah. If you get 13.
26.
Okay, I was gonna punch the fucking screen if you got a fucking 16 again.
26.
Yeah, you crystal.
Yeah, I got you. You say
Thank
less.
you. Thank you.
Less.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, she crystal clear. You can hear it as she like leans in a little bit more. She really shuffles like slightly forward. But that doesn't stop them from trying. And then she just starts cackling. Like, just, it is too funny. Like, she thinks she has an inside joke to herself, kind of funny, and then goes back to attending to getting, like, the pasta, not the pasta sauce. I mean, it is pasta sauce, but the tomato sauce set up and the other ingredients and stuff. And she has you basically... gives you your orders after you're done doing this. She's going to set you up to go cut that and peel this and all those other things. So she really just has no problem barking orders at you at all. Give me a performance check.
I was about to say, hold on. I was still in my life. Oh, that's not. Oh, get fucked. 10.
Are you doing your best? Are you trying to do your best, or are you just, like, trying to appease the lady?
Well, I was, but now I'm a little bit bored. My heart's not in it anymore. I'll be totally honest with you. I got other things to do right now.
Is it because you're not doing well?
Oh, no.
Because she's inciting the absolute fuck out of you right now. Like, she's looking at you, looking into your soul. She's been watching you work on the side of her eye. She's like got the eyes in the back of her head. So she's now looking at your work. This is like a kindergartner presenting their art project. And you're like, oh, wow, this is the ugliest thing I have ever fucking seen in my entire fucking life. Thank you for this ashtray. And they're like, that's not an ashtray. It's a soup bowl. And you're like, obviously, duh. And now you gotta fucking figure out how to eat soup out of this shit because you love them, but you can clearly tell the kid knows that, like, you dumb bitch mama had to fucking tell you what it is. This is what this is happening. So this is either like my teenage son is like, I put effort into this here, or I tried.
I tried. I didn't really succeed. Kneading is not my forte in the kitchen, but I give it a good whirl.
Yeah. She's she.
I'm just trying to,
peeling potatoes is a great option. And she just starts shuffling to try and find what you're fucking good at in the kitchen. But overall,
I got my own knife. It's fine. You haven't got to give me the peel.
Like, you were used to using knives for killing things and whittling things and opening doors and these kinds of dexterities, not specifically for cooking. And these kinds of things. So we'll pause there. That is what you've been up to this entire time. At some point, you do hear like the doors of the library just like, and you hear like this big booming voice. And you're like, and you hear her, you hear her say, just kind of chuckle under her breath, like, well, I didn't expect that to happen. And then she just kind of goes on about how her father is very well decorated, and she starts spilling the tea. And we'll pause there. Das. You have watched Kovir and Erevan have this exchange. Go ahead and give me an insight roll.
Ooh, a whopping 7.
Ooh, very strong. Excellent. Love that for you.
Mm-hmm.
He's weird, and Erevan is in a suit of armor.
Pretty.
You've watched him roll up this thing awkwardly and everything. Give me a perception check. Where are you?
19.
Stand up. Oh, hell yeah. You have watched this motherfucker in every stage from the moment you came in, the oh shit, what are you doing here kind of surprise, the oh shit, I'm writing in my diary that you should know I have, and puts it under his thing, and then like Erevan, like you are very aware of the situation of him being like, oh hey, what's up, hey, hi, and then awkwardly talking, and then like awkwardly trying to like clean up what they're up to. You have seen them slowly try to drift away from the situation as the father walks in. You've watched every side eye come in from the dad. You've watched the I am not looking over here down to the Kovir biting his lip occasionally, which is a little bit awkward because it pretty much really pronounces his tusks in his mouth. Or against his lips and stuff, so he's just like kind of biting the inner side of the in between of them and looking away. You could see the dynamic of what is going on around you, up to him being completely way too close suddenly to Neve, to then suddenly him relaxing and engaging in a conversation, all the way up to this moment. What would you like to play? What has inspired you as you have seen this all transcend?
Maybe the Benny Hill theme song. I'm just seeing like a Kovir just bouncing around from his range of emotion, and it just makes me think of the Benny Hill song. It just and
No. You need to sing it. Mm-hmm. This is a parody. Don't come for me. I swear to God.
Not today, Satan.
No, it's a melody. I don't know. I'm like 5.
So instead of with the music playing, I decided to go over to Kovir and just like give him a big scoop, like put my arm around them and kind of bring him back.
No. Not with that height. You need to explain to me exactly how you're putting his arm around. I need heights.
Oh.
Hold on. I need to do no, this is for the sake.
Sliding library ladder, like in Beauty and the Beast, you know?
Don't help him, Katie!
Come with me.
Minus 40 to Gryffindor.
Actually, I give him a little inspiration, so I check his oil and drag him over with me.
What does that even fucking mean? Check his oil.
If you gotta ask, you don't want to know.
I need to know! I'm Kovir! I'm scared!
2 words, butt stuff.
Ah! We're gonna take a fucking break so I can put my kids to bed! Oh my god! Chill? Everyone chill? Yeah? Alright, give me a thumbs up if you're good to go. Thanks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! Okay, it is back on. If you have been on the whole time, everybody at home, I'm so sorry, but everyone... I know for sure my mic is on. Can someone else say something?
Check 1, 2. Check
Perfect.
1, 2.
Okay, everybody's good.
Ayala.
All right, boom. So we are in the library back with Das, who he's in this whole thing. All of it has been put together bit by bit. What has inspired Das?
I want Kovir to overcome his fear and just face Ervan's father. Not be so intimidating. He's just a guy like the rest of us. I know he's a
We need to take a quick break. Really quick. I am so sorry if you guys can hear this. No, you guys also.
Still can't hear that.
man down. Heard that. But don't hear that.
No, he shoved the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not when you
Yes.
shoved. Yeah. So what happened, James?
Why can't I turn off the stream? Okay, so this stream has been cursed, and this is a test. Oh, you do hear it. Okay. All right, so my other option right now is to Benny Hill. Benny Hill. Benny Hill. Benny Hill. As that is being played and echoed throughout the halls, somehow the spirit of the song seems to haunt and captivate everyone within the library. And then suddenly everything goes black. Next week's episode. The Blackshire Manor, haunting of Benny Hill. Da 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 da.